Hi slot car fans, this is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene. Group C racing started in 1982, and it's one of the most popular classes in 1/32nd scale slot car racing here in Northern California. Our class is based around the Slotted chassis. Slotted makes a variety of Group C cars from Porsche, Jaguar, Nissan, Toyota, and a lot more, so there's plenty to choose from. But for this build, I wanted to do something just a little bit different. One of my favorite Group C cars is the Kremer Porsche CK5. It's an unusual looking car, and I really like it a lot. In fact, I used to race this in 12 scale radio control back in the day. The CK5 is made by Fly out of Spain, and there are a few liveries for the CK5, and I chose the Golf livery. Even though it's not the traditional Golf blue and orange colors, it is a Golf livery, which is one of my favorites. In searching through the Shapeways website, I found that Olifer makes a 3D printed chassis for the Kremer CK5. So I decided to find a Kremer CK5 from Fly and get started on a new project. I wanted to keep within the spirit of the rules for our Group C class, so I used a donor Porsche 956 from Slotted and bolted all the running gear onto the Olifer chassis. Here's the completed chassis, ready to fit the body. As you can see, it's the same basic setup as a Slotted car, a little weight on the back, set the wheels and tires for ride height, and you're ready to go. As far as the body, the interior wouldn't fit because of the placement of the motor, so I had to use the interior from the donor Porsche 956. The interior didn't quite fill up the entire space for the front window, so I used some black cardstock to make it look a little bit better. The wheel inserts are also from the Porsche 956, and even though they're not technically period correct, I think they look pretty good on this car. Now it's time to bolt the body to the chassis and go racing. The first time I tested this car, it performed like no other Slotted Group C car that I've ever run. The Olifer chassis seems to be a little stiffer than the Slotted chassis, and that allows the tires to grip the track better. I was able to win a couple Group C races in Northern California, and after that I decided it might just be too much of an unfair advantage with this Olifer chassis, so I decided to retire the car. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel. This is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene.